This is topic C on page 37, drawing shapes.
You have added text boxes and word art to your document to make information stand out. Another way that you can make information stand out is to draw shapes in your document, which is what you will do in this topic. You can add shapes to a document to make information stand out, add an arrow to direct attention to important information, or create a row of graphics to separate sections of a document. Drawing tools contain predefined shapes that you can add to your document. A shape is a geometric figure you can add to your document. Shapes are located on the Insert tab in the Illustrations command group. Here we have shapes. Shapes are sized when they are inserted in the document. The cursor changes to a crosshair, which you drag to create the size and dimensions of the shape. Text can be added to the shape. You can format the color and line styles and use the sizing handles to resize and rotate shapes. So here we have our shapes drop down, and we have a pretty large gallery of different shapes that we're able to insert into our document. You just click whichever one you want to insert. You can see it does not automatically insert it into your document. Your cursor changes to what we call the crosshair, and you click and drag. You can get whatever proportion you want, the dimension by, again, dragging the cursor, and then when you let go, it will drop into place. When you have the shape selected, you get your Drawing Tools Format Contextual tab, where you can go ahead and format the colors and the styles that you want. So this has a predefined styles gallery. Click to apply, or you can just change the shape fill. You can change the shape outline, how wide the outline is. You can add different effects, your presets, your shadows, your reflections, just like we just saw with our text. The same thing we can do with any shapes and images as well. Now, the cool thing about shapes, so I showed you how you insert. You just go to your shapes drop down, choose whatever one you want, click to draw, and then choose your colors and everything. But you can actually make shapes. You can make your own kind of little pictures by combining shapes together. So this isn't going to be perfect because I'm no artist, but just as an example. Let's say I drew a shape. Let's see. What can I do? How about this one? Do I want to do this one? What do I want to draw here? I have to think of a way to combine. How about this? We have an arch here. I'm gonna do a shape fill of red. We'll just do a black. No, we'll do a red outline too. Or you can just choose no outline, which is the same thing. Okay, so I have a red arch. Suppose I wanted an arch the same size as that. With this selected, I can do Control and the letter D, and look at that, it created another one for me. Maybe I want to overlap this, and I'm going to do the shape fill of this to be orange. Duplicate that, Control, letter D. This one, I'll do green. I think you know where I'm going with this. Control D, we'll do this one. Whoops, I didn't want that as outline. Shape fill, blue. And one more, Control D to duplicate, and we'll do this one purple. So look at that. Now I'm going to add another shape. I have a cloud. We'll draw that in here. Position it how I want. Let's see. We'll make this shape fill white. We'll make the shape outline black. Let's duplicate it. Control the letter D. Put this one on the next one. So now I have all these shapes that I created to make my own little picture here, my own little design. But if I ever wanted to move this, I gotta move this first, then I gotta move the purple, then every shade of my rainbow here, and both clouds I have to move individually. I can actually group these together so I can move them as one individual shape. To do this, select one of the shapes. You're going to hold down either your control or your shift key, and then you're going to individually select the rest of them. So I'm going to hold down control. I'm going to select my red, my orange, green, blue, purple, and then my last cloud. So you can see the individual borders around each of my shapes that I drew in. Then what I want to do is I want to go to my Drawing Tools Format Contextual tab, and in my Arrange command group, here I have a group option. From that drop down, select Group. Now look what I have. I will have one single border around my whole entire picture. I can move them all together. It's like I created a picture from all those shapes. Now I can resize the whole thing together, which is pretty neat. But I can still select the individual shapes inside as well. So I can treat them as one whole shape or individual shapes. It doesn't have to be an either or situation. So that's pretty cool. So imagine all of the things, if you're a creative thinker with all of these shapes that you could create on your own in a Word document. Not just in a Word document, but anywhere, any Microsoft program that has these shapes capabilities. So Word, PowerPoint, Outlook, did I say Excel? Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Word. Those are the ones off the top of my head that I can think that have the shapes. All right? All right, so
Your next video will be Activity 2-3 on page 39, Drawing Shapes.